Okay guys, so I said I'd give you an update on the Oscars when something changes with them. As you can see, they're finally out of the corner. When I turned on the light this morning, they came out a little bit and they were roaming around, like, and getting a little bit adventurous. And now they've been out the whole day. Well, most of the day, since I woke up at 11 until now. So, yeah, it's good. It's a good sign. They seem to be liking it. I mean, I'm surprised they're not that active, though. Like, I would think, like, the current would be, like, something for them to swim into, like, but, like, it's not, like, no current. So I'm kind of surprised with that, because, I mean, I have the two wave makers on there, or circulation pumps have the, oh, that's why it's jammed. I have to fix that. Must have kicked sand up into it, little idiots. And then there is the MaxiJet 1300. It does 1200. It's the MaxiJet 1200, 1300 gallons per hour, and the MaxiJet 400, 500 gallons per hour. I don't know what they did. They jammed it, little douchebags. I'll have to fix that for them. I was like, why aren't they swimming into that current? But look how big they're getting. Like, this guy's a beast. I mean, these guys have had, this guy I've had for less than a year, this guy I had for a year, and that guy I had for a year, but this guy is not even a year old yet, and he's just as big as they are. The pacu I've only had for like 8 months, and I got him the size of a freaking quarter, and he's grown twice as fast as the Oscars did. I got the Oscars, and they were all, well, these guys were like 3 or 4 inches apiece, and he was like maybe 2.5, 3 inches. And they were probably a good 4 inches, because he was smaller than they were, by a decent amount. And then this guy was like the size of an itty-bitty quarter. I couldn't even keep him in the same tank. I had to keep him in a separate tank for a good month or two until he caught up. And, like, he caught up with them within the 2 months, and he was the same length as them. And they were all, like, 5 inches, so I put him in the 55 together. And they've been in there ever since, like, 2 weeks ago. And then I took the pacu out, and I put him in here, and then I took down the 55, because I was going to do salt water. And I still might. I'm undecided yet what I'm going to do with the money I have. It's either going to be salt water or like some kind of a new electronic device I was looking at. So, yeah. But either way, it's going to be cool. Either it'll be like something to help me film with, or it'll be something more to film for the salt water. By the salt water. But yeah, I mean, they seem pretty happy. Like, this guy looks so big in this tank. Like, I mean, he is a beast. I mean, he is thick too. I mean, he is cool. I like him a lot. He's a good 10-inch Oscar, I'd bet. And then that guy, the pacu is a good 11 inches. Yeah, they're huge though. I mean, they're growing so fast, it's ridiculous. Like I said, the pacu is only like 8 months old. I got him like in late March of this year. And it's going to be Christmas tomorrow. Today's Christmas Eve, is the 24th of December of 2013. I got him in like the beginning of March of 2013. What is that? What is that, like 9 months? He's like 9 months old? Or something like that, 8 or 9 months old. So, I mean, he's like so young, but he's like ridiculously big. But the 75 should hold him for a while, because once they get past the foot, they should slow down, I think. They should slow down, not grow as fast. The Oscars will be able to stay in there, though, because they only get the 15 inches at maximum. And the pacu, they can get huge. They get, like, I saw, where was that Shed's Aquarium in Chicago, back in the beginning of this year, and they had some huge pacus in there. I mean, I'm talking like 3-footers. I mean, they were like ridiculous. They had like little whales in there, and there was some arapaima and stuff. I mean, it was crazy. They had like I think it's called arapaima, or yeah, it looks kind of like a snakehead, but it's not. I think it's called arapaima. But it was like it was a good 5-foot arapaima in this humongous tank. I mean, that was like ridiculous. And I was like, I could not believe how big that fish was. I thought it was a big freaking log floating at first. There was a couple logs like floating in the surface of the tank. And it was just ridiculous how big that arapaima was, I believe is its name. And these guys are doing really good too. The tank is crystal clear. I mean, it looks amazing. I'm so glad I decided to get rid of those goldfish. I didn't like them anyways, but everyone's like, oh, this fish is so pretty. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I guess I'll keep them because you say that. But oh my god, the tank is so clear since I got rid of those stupid goldfish. But that one's my grandpa's, so I can't get rid of him. And this one is like my favorite fish, so I can't get rid of him. Because he's just neat to watch. He's always active. He'll go into the 75 once he gets too big for this tank. I hope the Oscars won't hurt him. If he's like the same size as them, they shouldn't hurt him. But if he does, I'll just have to stay in here until I figure out something else to do with him. But he's only like 7 inches now, so he can be in here for quite a while longer. And he's growing pretty slow. No, I shouldn't say slow. I got him, what, in July? June or July. I think, yeah, it's like late June, early July. Like a feeder fish for the Oscars. And, like, they didn't eat him, so I put him in the 20-gallon. Then he went to 37-gallon, which is down there, now taken down. And then I got the new 55 in early August. And I paid for it, which cost an arm and a leg. And I like, used all my money for the stupid tank. But, I mean, it turned out really good, I think. I bought a Petco $1 per gallon sale, and I just slowly accumulated all this stuff for it. This total, it came out to $450 worth of receipts I've spent on this thing. And it's ridiculous for painting the wood, electric cords, power strips, air pump, filters, wave maker, gravel, the aquarium background adhesive, the aquarium background, the heater. That stupid heater was $42.99 for that flue ball. But I mean, it's worth it because it's a good heater. Like, I mean, it has no problem heating this tank. Like that Aquaman Stealth Pro heater in this one, it was $64. And it's 200 watt. I need a bigger one. I need more like a 300 watt in this tank because it's just so big. It's constantly running. If I put in like a Miller tank, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. But I like my window right there. It's covered by a stupid van that we're trying to sell. But so I don't really want to put anything in front of it. The only thing reason I have these hang-on backs on there is because I don't have like a canister filter big enough to handle the Oscars and the pacu. It's only a C220. I bought that at the Black Friday sale for half off. It was $75. So yeah. And then I fixed up the stand and everything. Got this tank for free actually with the LEDs and everything. Got the LEDs, the substrate, a couple boxes of River Rocks, which are these smooth ones. The tank, like I said, the substrate. It's like a sand gravel mix, and then I'm gonna get rid of the sand though. I'm gonna like particularly care for it. I hate it because it clogs up the filters, but I didn't have no money to spend at the time because I spent it all on the wave makers and stuff. Like, I mean, that's a $50 wave maker for this tank. So I spent it on the canister filter. So I didn't have no extra money to go out and buy $40, $50 worth of gravel to fill up the bottom of the tank, and I guess it just came with the tank, so I just cleaned it like really good. It came in this humongous tote. I got all my crap in here, like a huge tote down there that's full of sand and gravel. And there wasn't enough gravel just to fill the tank by itself, so I mixed it in together and cleaned it out really good. And it turned out okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just that whenever they freak out, it just kicks up into the filters and it jams the filters because of the sand. So that kind of sucks. Like you can see right there, they jammed it, which is stupid. I hate these stupid micron pads. Because, I mean, they're good, and it gets rid of all the particles. Like, I mean, the water coming out of there is crystal clear, but it slows down the flow so much. I mean, clogs so quickly. I mean, it's, like, ridiculous. And I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't even know if once I clean out the canister filter, if I'll put it back in. I just might put some regular filter floss in there. Because that micron pad just clogs so quickly. But, I mean, it gets all the particles out. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. It gets everything. I mean, this tank is really clear. For only being set up for, like, 3 weeks or something like that. I mean, it's not even completely cycled yet, but it's getting there. And it looks really good. This tank has been set up, like I said, since early August, so it's completely cycled and it looks really good. And I like it a lot. Yeah, the newest addition, where's he at? Oh, there he is, the Firemouth. He's starting to get some decent color on him today. He's starting to color up today. And, yeah, I think I did the change around for decorations and everything, not yesterday, but the day before. And he's eating like a pig. He's going around picking at the gravel and everything. So that's really good. And, I mean, this tank is actually really nice. I mean, I'm loving it right now because there's not too many fish in there like there was before. Like, I mean, there was 3 other 7-inch goldfishes, and it was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah. It looks so good right now because I got rid of all those stupid goldfish and they're not producing all that waste. And I mean, like, the fish all get along and everything. And it's not too terribly overstocked. I know it is overstocked, but I have nowhere else to put them, so I can't do not much about that. But I mean, it looks really good. And yeah, but I don't know. They're all fish all put together in these tanks. Like I said, I had another 55 up, but I want to do salt water, and I would end up mistreating one of the tanks and taking care of one less than the others, and this wouldn't be fair to the fish because like the tank would get like really mistreated. So 2 tanks, then plus the new 2 fresh water, then plus the new salt water that I'll be getting if I do decide to get that over the like a new electronic device, which would be like an iPod or something, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, So if I decide to get that though, it's going to be fun trying to break down this tank and set it up on this dresser over here. Yeah, it's going to be real fun. That's what the old 55 was, because I have to have somewhere to put the sump for the salt water. And then, yeah, so I don't know what size I'll get. If I get a 55, I'll just go on this stand. I'll just have to modify it and put doors on it. Because I don't feel like going out and spending $200 on a 55-gallon stand. So let's build one. You can build one for like 40-50 bucks. It's like a fourth the price. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out future videos. There's the 55-gallon tank in there that I was talking about. You can't even see it though, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out future videos. Don't forget to push like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, thanks for watching. Adios.